There we go. Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome to the Agora Models Build the ROUTEMASTER. So it's the special ROUTEMASTER tonight. It's the Southend Transport one, and we're doing hopefully the top deck. We're doing the top deck roof bits. So yeah, I think if you've done the ROUTEMASTER, these bits will remind you of the top deck roof. I'm just going to give you a quick demonstration of that a bit later on, and see if we can get a bit of building done. Now, tonight, ladies and gentlemen, I am on my own. Yes. Yeah, no, I'm on my own. And that is because I'm giving all my co-hosts the night off. So, and we haven't fell out or anything. I'm just saying, you know, let's have a night off, guys, and sit back and enjoy, you know, because my co-hosts work darn hard, I can tell you. So yeah, especially reading out all the chat and everything and keeping me straight. So to all my co-hosts, I love you guys, and thank you ever so much for what you've done. But tonight you're having a night off, so make yourself a brew, sit back and relax, and yeah, and watch me build. So in the meantime, then let's go quickly through the chat if I can. If you said hello to someone in the chat, I'm going to skip that by. If you said hello to me, then I'll read your name out. Okay, so let's go then. First one I have in the chat tonight is my mum. It's Mary Oglesby. So hi everyone. Hi mum. Hope you and Pete are well and keeping nice and warm. And we'll see you in the morning. All right. So, and then we've got Gillian's Dot saying good evening everyone. Hi Gillian, thanks for joining. D Harris says good evening Sir Dave. Good evening D. Yeah, and we was on Kevin's page earlier, weren't we? So yeah, and wow, Kevin, I absolutely love Kevin because he brings us all up to date on what's happening in the partwork world and what's new coming out, and it's fantastic. So the only thing is, we could do with a lottery win, couldn't we? Because we're not going to be able to afford all these new builds that's coming out. So not unless our second name's Rothschild. Okay, so we've got Darth DMC in the house as well tonight. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Darth. Thanks for joining. And then we've got Dave Mac Builds. Good evening, everybody, and good luck with your builds to Dave, and good evening to the hosts. Yeah, I'm the host tonight. So good evening, Dave, and welcome. Yeah, thanks for joining. Okay, and then we've got Horlix. Good evening, all. Smiley face. Good evening, Horlix. Thanks for joining. And, oh, what's that? It says it a reminder. So I have to be ready to start a live video at 8 o'clock. I think it's a bit late for that, isn't it? So never mind. So, then we've got Peter Webster. Evening all, hope you're all well. Hi Peter, thanks for joining. Yeah, we're not too bad. A bit cold outside. Well, a lot cold outside, to be honest. It's actually freezing fog, and it says -3 at the minute, and it reckons it's going to snow, but I don't think it'll snow while it's foggy. But we'll have to see, won't we? Okay, then we've got Todd Marble Picks. Hello and good evening to all. Hi Todd, thanks for joining. Much appreciated, buddy. And yeah, from across the pond there. And then we've got Jay's channel. Says, hi, hope everyone's okay. Well, hi Jay. Yeah, not so bad, Jay, thanks, and hope you're okay too. So, and yeah, hope you're keeping warm. So, which is difficult to do on a day like today, because by goodness me, pop your nose outside today and it gets frozen off, I can tell you. So you certainly can. Right, so I'm skipping down the chat here now. So we've got the Nexus. Hi all. Hi Kevin. Thank you. And we've just been watching your stream. And yeah, as I said, thank you ever so much for bringing us up to date with all the partworks and everything. It's really important, especially to know what's coming out in the future. So I do appreciate that. So thank you ever so much for that immensely. And yeah, we're looking forward to this awards ceremony night as well. Yeah, I don't expect to win anything. I'm absolutely fine if I don't win a sausage. So I'll just, I think it'll be great fun just to watch. So yeah, can't wait for that one. That's on the 23rd, I believe, on your channel live, isn't it? So yeah, okay. So we've got Alex Demetrius in the house. Good evening, Dave, and everyone watching. Looking forward to another great build. Hi, Alex. And Alex, this was your tip. So yeah, what we're doing tonight is your tip, doing the roof panels on the top there, on the top deck. So yeah, watch out. And if I do it wrong, you can smack me on the wrist later on. But no, I've actually altered it slightly, and you know, obviously, the main part of this came from your idea, Alex. So thank you ever so much for that. Very, very thank you very much indeed. So we've got Stephen Owen. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Steve. Thanks for joining. Much appreciated. And anybody else in the chat that I haven't mentioned so far? Let's have a look. Yeah, we've got Yorkshire Crafter. Good evening, Peter Webster, Dave Mac Builds, and D Harris. Hi, Julie. Thanks for joining. Hope Mac's okay, and hope the boys are okay too. And yes, okay, I've got a question in there. Dave Mac Builds, how's your open top bus coming along, Dave? Right, okay, the open top bus has had the seats painted. Okay, the upper deck seats, they've been painted, and they've been lined to make them look like leather. So in other words, they've been drawn on lines to make them look like they're leather stitched. And they've actually been painted with some clear varnish, and the clear varnish is dull varnish to make it look like leather. And I stuffed up on one seat, so I've got one seat to redo again, but all the rest of the seats are done. And I will be starting on that in the new year again. I will be starting on that because obviously I've got the red ROUTEMASTER finished for Agora Models now, so it frees up a little bit more time. This one, the blue one, won't be doing too much to it after these few issues. Excuse me, and that's because we'll be waiting for paint, and we can't paint in this weather. So okay, so we've got Crafty Chris. Hello all in chat. Hello darling, thanks for joining us. And Alex Demetrius says that hi all, should go well with the upper deck ceiling, my friend. You did yours better than mine, laughing out loud. Yeah, well, I'll have to do it again. And then when we take Winnie the ROUTEMASTER apart, we've got to do it again. So no, we're quite happy with what we're doing with that. It's not a problem. Yeah, yeah, hang on and keep looking by all means. Okay, so it's nice that you've all said hello to one another in the chat. I mean, obviously you can see that, but there's other things that come in the chat that you can't see. If anybody new comes in, I'll try and pick them out and say hello to them. And other than that, I'll try and get on with the build as best I can. So hello to everybody, and everybody's saying hello to everybody else as well. So let's crack on. So as Geordie Dave would say, so let's change my settings, find my camera, webcam. There we go. So what you're seeing is the top end of the ROUTEMASTER, blue ROUTEMASTER bus. So I'm going to quickly tell you what I've been doing with this one. The floor has all been weathered and mucked up a little bit and weathered. The seats, even though you can't tell, they've had a slight weathering as well. And the backs of the seats, they are all absolutely smooth. The holes have been filled. They don't have any screws sticking out of them, and they don't have any holes. A bit difficult to see on this camera, I know, and that's because my camera nearly fell before, and I'm hoping it stays there. The fitting's actually coming out the back end of the camera. So anyway, so the backs of the seats are actually grey, and because they're all sprayed like a dull grey. I'm just trying to tip this up a little bit. Maybe you'll be able to see the backs of the seats. I don't know. Yeah, maybe my camera won't pick it up. So I've done that, and as I said, I've slightly weathered the interior as well, so that it looks a bit weathered and looks a bit worn and looks a bit mucky. And I've done that right throughout the whole of the stairs, so all the stairs have been done like that. The interior walls, I've left them as they were, and the front interior wall, I've left it as it is too. The ceilings, I've been using Peter Carton stickers on the ceilings. And as you know, with the Hachette and the Agora build, you do actually get some stickers to go in the upper deck, which are, you know, some of these. Now, I'm using actually better quality ones from Peter Curtin. So Peter Curtin stickers are absolutely fantastic. So you can find them in the description of this video down below, and you find the description of the video by ticking the up down tick at the bottom right hand corner of the screen of YouTube, and it brings up the description, and in that description will be Peter Curtin stickers, which aren't these. There will be Agora models where you can buy this bus, and there will be Partwork upgrades as well. And Partwork upgrades is down there because we're using the Partwork upgrade small cushion tonight with that's been personalized to me. And in this bus we'll be using the Partwork upgrades power mod as well in this bus, but that won't be going in tonight. Okay, so we're just looking at the roof of this tonight if we can. I've got the stanchions all here, and yes, I did tape them up with some masking tape, and yes, it does take a little bit of getting out to these, but at least I haven't lost them, and then I was able to just stick it on the bus wherever I wanted, and you know, they wouldn't go away then, and they was always with the bus. So yeah, that's the stanchions that go on the backs of the seats here, and we'll be putting them in. We've got the roof panel, which is the next one along. I've done the front one, as you can probably tell. If I just move that along, we've done the front one here, and we're going to do the middle one, then we're going to do the end one, and if we've got time we'll put the electrics in, okay, the lights, and if we've got time after that we'll put the frame on as well. So, but you'll have to bear with me because I'm only going to go steady, slow and steady. Couple of house rolls while I'm about at this moment in time, and that is my last streaming day this year will probably be the 18th of December. So that's next Sunday. So we'll be we'll be on this bus next Sunday, but that will be my last streaming day for the Routemasters this year. And I would imagine it would be the first week in January that we'll be back, and we'll be back with a vengeance, because not only will we be back with this Routemaster, but we'll be back with all our other builds as well. So the Eddie Stobbart, the Open Top Routemaster, the Winnie Routemaster, the Titanic, and a couple of other things that you don't know about as well in the new year. So yeah, keep an eye out on my channel for them, and hopefully we'll carry on with the builds until they are finished. So that's my intention, and as you know, that's what I like to do, try and carry them on until they're finished. So, and on the Northern Model Builders, we'll be carrying on with the builds that we're on with so far as well. So the Bedford Wrecker Wagon that I'm doing, that'll be carried on with. The domed roof East Yorkshire bus, that'll be carried on with, the 176 scale one. And the diorama Lancaster build, that will be carried on with as well throughout the whole of next year. So as I say, I'm not giving myself a time limit on anything really, but I'm hoping that this is going to be done and dusted by March. The Open Top Routemaster will be done by April, beginning of May. Winnie Routemaster will be done by the end of September, and the diorama base for the Winnie Routemaster will be done by the end of September also, and there'll be several other things that are finished throughout next year. So yeah, I'm going to concentrate my efforts as much as possible on getting some of these projects finished. So hopefully you guys will see a lot of progress next year. Okay, I'm just going to have a slap of my tea. So, and hope you don't mind, guys. And then we'll carry on with a bit of building, and we'll carry on doing a bit more. Just going to quickly look back at the chat just to see if anybody else has popped in. No, we're all popped in. So yeah, Daft DMC, yeah, still waiting for my next Stobad parts, hopefully tomorrow. Yeah. There's not an awful lot we can say about that, really, is there? I mean, obviously it's down to the post strike, the time of year, and everything else. Yeah, it's just unfortunate, isn't it? So Dave Mac Build says I'm leaving my Missouri build until the new year when it gets warmer. Too cold in the shed and the ship is too big to bring indoors. Yeah, absolutely. So and then we've got Max Modz that's joined us. Good evening, everybody. Hi, Mark. Thanks for joining. And yeah, I'm on my own tonight, Mark, and I'm gonna let you guys have a night off and just sit back and relax and watch a bit of building going on for a change. And yeah. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there, guys, and I'm going to see if I can get a bit of building done. Okay, so sit back and enjoy. So what's one thing we've got to do then next? Okay, so we've got the front panel on, and we've already got the stanchions in. And as you know, let me just take my watch off because it'll get in the way. So take my watch off. Let's get rid of that out of the way. Okay, so as you can tell, look, you can actually get your hand in there and you can place them stanchions where they want to be properly on the backs of the seats that come up into the roof panel here. So Alex Demetrius, for that tip, thank you ever so much. That has saved an awful lot of time, Besides that, you can get your fingers in here and at the front. So yeah, and we'll be able to do exactly the same here with this panel and exactly the same at the back as well. In fact, the back one will probably be the most awkward one to do, but we'll get round and do that. So I've already opened this issue, and in the old Hachette issues, it is issue 89. So, and I think it's into the 80s. With the Agora build. Basically, what we should be finishing up with is a roof like that, which is the front roof and the middle bit of roof. Well, we've already got the front roof on. I'm going to put the middle bit on in a bit. Okay, and then we're going to do the end bit of the roof as well. So I've also got some other bits and pieces to show you about this RouteMaster as well. I've got it on my wooden Lazy Susan today. And it's actually a food Lazy Susan, but it's never had food on. So, and it's a wooden one with a small wooden base underneath it. So, and that's because this one actually stands on 4 bolts, and the 4 bolts are bolted to the chassis where the black blocks normally go. Okay, and that's because I wanted this one to be totally different to the others. I can still stand it on a lump of wood, but I don't want it sat high up on a lump of wood on the black blocks. And that's because I want it nearer to the road surface or the surface. So that's just giving you a clue that I am going to put it on a road, maybe a bit of a road diorama, and it'll look as though it's sat on the road rather than nearly 2 inches off the road. So that's my explanation for that. Okay then, so what do I need? Well, I do need the Peter Curtin stickers. Okay. And I got quite a few of the Peter Curtin stickers, and yes, I did pay for them, even though I am supported by Peter, but I did pay for them. So, and I have been using some of these to put on the inside of the roof here, and then I've put some down below as well. So I wanted them to be less of London and more of just a general. So like the Idris lemonade one, and one or two that aren't strictly London, then I'll paste them to the top of the roof panel. So that's what I'll be using, is the Peter Curtin stickers. And as I said, you can find his stickers via email only, and that's the email address is in the description below this video. Okay, so I need to cut out some stickers for what we're going to be putting on here. So I need to choose some stickers that I'm going to cut out. And already I've seen a sardine one. Now, I don't think I've got a sardine one in there. Let's have a look at that side. I think I might have room for a sardine one. So I'm going to cut out the sardine ones. So I'm obviously using a very, very sharp knife, a scalpel. I'm using a steel edge ruler. And I've got a cutting mat here. And I'm just going to simply place my steel ruler alongside the advert. And when I can get it lined up properly. And then cut it out down one side with my scalpel. And then down the other side, okay, which is down that way, and then down the front edge of it, which is down that way. Okay, so this advert actually says avoid the crush and travel between 10 and 4, and it just gives you like a little picture of some sardines in a tin, and yeah, that's what you'd be like if you was traveling on this bus during peak times. So I'm going to unstick that off this backing paper and then stick it onto the roof panel that I've got here. So you'll have to bear with me a second while I do this. My fingers aren't working very well today, and that's because of the weather. And yeah, I do not like this weather at all. It's not very good. So that sticker is going there, between that joint there, and I'm going to put one this side. Okay, make sure that they're facing towards you this way so you can read it. So when it's in the roof bit there, you'll be able to see it. So what else shall we have? Shall we have a lemonade one, for instance? Yeah, just move them out of the way, and then we'll cut out a lemonade one for the other side. Okay, there's a long lemonade one. So Idris Lemonade, eh? Who remembers that one? I don't quite remember Idris Lemonade, but there we go. So you might not be able to see quite what I'm doing because the camera's quite high up. But basically I'm just cutting out the adverts out of this sticky back plastic that they're in, so I can just pop them out and then take the tape off the back, take the paper off the back, and then pop them on the roof. Okay, so Idris Lemonade. So what does it say on there? It says, who made the lemon squash? Idris. Idris Lemonade, huh? Must be years and years and years old, I would have thought. That lemonade company. So take the backing off, find the roof panel, make sure it's facing the right way, put it where we want it to go on the panel about there. Lovely. So we've got that one in there, look, like that. Okay, so there's our roof panel with a couple of adverts on. Let's turn it up the other way, and I'll just get rid of these adverts, put them down there. You'll have to tell me where I've put them after the show, won't you? So I'm bringing the, I've got the Mark II Horlix's screw pot here, and if you fancy one of these screw pots, get in touch with Horlix, because Horlix is going to be making some. Okay, he's going to be making the Mark II, I believe, Mark II, Mark III. So these screw pots are brilliant for your little bits and pieces, and then they've got a curved bit on there so that you can actually put your finger in, curve the thing up. So let's say you're having struggle getting something out, you just literally push it up like that, and then you've got it out. So yeah, get in touch with Horlix. Horlix is going to be making some of these, and they are absolutely superb. As a screw pot, as a small parts pot, they are brilliant. He's got lots of designs, I believe, to choose from. So yeah, pop along to Horlix. Okay. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to put my little sticker on there. And I'll just show you what I do, because some of you guys don't know this. So I've got DP screws in here. So just literally just put the DP sticker near the screws so I know what they are. Okay. Right, let's have a go then. Let's see what we have to do. So I'm going to have to try and get my seat and sit down and see where we have to go from here. And I know that you won't be able to see the whole of the picture because I've got the bus in the way here on the Lazy Susan, but you'll be able to see some of it. So we can't put that on the bus yet, and that's because we need to add the stanchion holders, which are these cream ones. Okay, so that's the stanchion holders that go inside. I know it's quite difficult for you guys to see, so I need a screwdriver and we need a DP screw, obviously, because that's the only screw we've got. So the stanchion holders have like a little D shape on the back of them, and they go into the inside of the roof, and we put them onto the inside of the roof there, and then they would sink into the plastic a little bit, and then you'd hold it with your finger, turn it over and pop the DP screw in, or you would want to stop shaking. So I'm shaking, boys, I'm shaking. Yeah, stage fright. Not very good at stage fright, me. So I actually don't know what I'd be like if I went on the stage. So, well, I do actually. I don't know. It's not very pleasant, but still. Okay. So again, I'm hoping that you can see probably at the bottom of your screen what I'm actually doing. So that's not actually gone in right, hasn't that one? So I'm going to take that one out again. I thought it had moved under my thumb. So it popped into the D-shaped bit. Okay. Okay, pop in there, will you please? I don't want to go in. Why don't I want to go in? It's a bit of a stubborn one. Let's take it out entirely. Okay, let's have a look now then, see where it goes. Okay, so the D-shaped bit goes at the front there. I wonder why it didn't want to go in. Okay, pop the screw in. It's maybe me talking it doesn't like, guys. Talking and doing something, eh? So, is it not popped in again? I don't think it's popped in there rightly. No, I don't think it had. It has now, though. It certainly has now. There we go. Yep. Okay, so next one. We've got 4 of these stanchion holders in this section of roof here. Okay. Let's go for that one. Let's look for the D-shaped bit. Pop it in there. Now don't move, please, D-shaped bit. Let's put the screw in. If you just joined the chat and I haven't mentioned your name or anything, I will get round to that. So, and if you are saying hello to everybody in the chat, don't think I'm ignoring you. It's just that I'm on my own tonight. I'm giving some of the rest of my team the night off just to relax. And yeah, I'm hoping they're relaxing and enjoying and watching what's going on. So come on, get in there. That one in there. So I will pop back to the chat in a second when I get these in. So these are great fun. Are these stanchion holders? I remember doing them before, and you get like an imprint in your thumb from holding them in. Yeah, they are quite savage, I think. Oh, they're going. Okay, cock. Yeah, nicely. I'm just going to check them others, make sure they're tight enough. Yep. that one down there, so we'll turn it around. Okay, there we go. And that one at the end, the first one. Yeah, there we go, nicely. So they're in. Okay, what else does it ask us to do then? Well, it asked us to put the light holders in. So again, I'm just going to have a slurp of my tea. Okay, let's just have a quick look at the chat. So, goodness me, where did we get to? I can't remember. So yeah, we got to somewhere up here. Okay, so I've just noticed that we've got Bookman's Model Mania in. So he says, evening all, evening Book, and thanks for joining. And yeah, I'm working on the blue ROUTEMASTER. So that's the modded ROUTEMASTER. And just putting these roof sections on, and you know, I'm doing it as per some instruction that was given to us by our good friend Alex Demetrius. He said if we put the one section on, and you can get your hand right under there, you see, to get your stanchions in without any problem at all. Then you can put your other section on, and you can get your hand back in here and put your stanchions on that way. So, which is far easier than making the whole of the roof and trying to put it on. It's so difficult when you're trying to do it that way. So yeah, hi Book, and hope you're okay where you are across there in the pond. And we'll be watching out for your stream. Is it later on tonight and tomorrow night as well, isn't it? So, goodness me, what have we got here? So, Max Modz says, been here since the beginning. I'm currently working on 3 more 3D prints for the Titanic. Yeah, that's going to be fantastic as well, Mark. Can't wait to see what they're going to come out like. Hopefully they'll be all right. So Peter Webster says, I'm actually stick a rare earth magnet under each of my screw trays due to my bad eyesight. It's good when I knock the tray, the screws stay in the tray. Well, that's a brilliant idea. That is a brilliant idea, Peter. And yeah, what a fantastic idea that is. So Horlix says, thanks, DS Models. We are on Mark 3 as it slopes both sides now instead of one. You should be able to show it off at the weekend. Oh, brilliant. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much indeed. And then what I've said is that I'm not saying hi to everybody individually in the chat, and that's because you can obviously see the chat and saying hi who's saying hi to everybody, hopefully. Okay, just saves my voice a little bit, and it gives my course a night off as well, because bless my course, I won't be able to do this without them, because they are absolutely super duper. They keep me on track. And only reason I sort of elected to do this tonight was to sort of keep myself going in the loop of, you know, by myself streaming. It's not anything else. So these light holders, they just get pressed into place here, here, and here, and here in the 4 places on the roof. And they're very loose, some of them. And that is why we are actually given some tape to tape them down. So you might notice that the other side was actually a little bit tighter to press in. But this side are pretty loose. So we've got some tape. Just get my tape here. So you've got 8 bits of tape, 2 on each side of the light holder. So I'll quickly try and do that now. And then we can probably get on a little bit and pop this in position, all being well. So yeah, I've just got to tape these down, that's all. This tape isn't very good. If the place where you're keeping your model is a little bit warm, it doesn't like this tape. But having said that, once your model's all together, you don't really need it anyway. They pretty much stay where they are once your model's all together. And I can vouch for that, because there is one or two of my other models that haven't got anything on the lights, and them light clusters and lights haven't gone anywhere. And as you know, we have taken them to a few shows and what have you. So yeah, we've done that, and as I say, our lights haven't been anywhere, and yeah, and the roads around here are pretty rough, and yeah, we do take them in the car and what have you. So granted, but I can vouch that these will not drop out, but it's probably best that you do stick them in, just in case they do lift out, and they do help with a bit of light bleed as well. Oh goodness me, that one didn't want to come out of there. There we are. So yeah, they do help with a bit of light bleed as well, and you can put black tape on them also. So right, what would you have to do then? Well, we have to marry this up. Okay, so we've got a little sticking out bit here, and we've got a sticking out bit there, and we've got the two connecting joints here which go onto them screw holes there. But what do we need to do first? Well, we need to put the stanchions in, and the 4 stanchions. So I will have to get the stanchions out and get the stanchions into the seat backs. This is probably the worst bit, guys, getting them out the tape. So I didn't want them to go anyway, you see, so I did tape them down well so that they wouldn't go anywhere. So now all I'm doing is like twisting and pushing them down at the same time and supporting the bottoms there. So twisting, push them down, but support the bottoms that they're going into. Okay. And then I need another 2. Come on, tape. There we are. 1, 2. Okay, let's stick the rest to the top there. So we want 1 here and 1 there. And that'll be the 4. Oh no, we don't want 1 there, don't we? Yeah, we do. Look at that, you see, I nearly missed out on 1. So we want 1 there and 1 here. Okay. Well, I nearly missed out on 1, didn't I? So I would have noticed, guys. I would have noticed, honestly. Yeah, so twist and push, and hopefully that'll get them down far enough on the backs of the seats there. Okay, let me just try that one. Okay, and that one. Yeah, I think they're all in nicely. Okay. Well, we've obviously got 1 here, haven't we? So I've got to get my hand somewhere in there. And hopefully that should be easy to do through this window. I don't know whether you can see that, but I can actually touch that one there with at least a couple of fingers. So, and we have to put this over the tops here, this joint. Okay. And let's see if we can push this into the right place. So, I'm not bothered about them lining up at the minute. I want to get this lined up on here. So let's have a quick look and see what's happening under here. See if it's getting caught on one of them. It's actually not in the right place. Once we back a little bit, there we are. So down now. Face that down and this way. Just that little bit. It's just this joint, you see. Yeah. Gently into place. It's going. Okay, so we've got that nearly into place. So let's have a look and see if it's in the correct place at the sides here. That one is. And I've got the correct place at the sides there. Yep. Now we can look at the stanchion pearls. Okay, and we can see instantly that that one is out. Okay, that one's out, and this one's out. So all 4 are out, which is great. Now, I know you can't see very well, guys. You're just going to have to take my word for it. But I'm going to simply just try and lift it a little bit and put the stanchion in the hole as I lift it. Okay, now I know that sounds easier said than done, but I can do that if I can get my finger around that way. Bit of double dutch on her. So just lift it slightly. See if we can get the first one to enter. There we are, that's the first one. I'll get the second one in. Okay, lifting the wrong bit there. There we are. Second one. Third one might be a bit more difficult, but we'll go and do it in this direction. So we can put our hand in here and we can grab the pearl and just lift the roof very, very slightly. See if we can get the pearl in without any of the others coming out. And the fourth one, and try and get that in there as best we can. Something's stopping me right now. 1, 2, 3, and that one's not quite in. There we are. Okay, and that wants to come down a little now. So just got to line that up a little. Come on. There we are. Well, there's still one out at the minute. There's still that one out there. I didn't think it was in the right place. So let's get down here and see if we can pop it in the right place. There we are. 1, 2, and 3, and 4. Let's just double check that. Yeah, it's all in there. So with a little bit of pressure on the top there, just to hold it from springing back up, we can now place them screws in there, and we can place a couple of screws in here as well. Can't we just to hold it together? We could. Okay. So before I go any further, I need to know what the screws are that hold these in. They'll possibly be JP screws at a guess. So unless anybody can tell me in the chat there, until I can get the issue up, I'll find my JP screws. That is. I bet they're JP screws. After all said and done, I bet they're JPs. So let's have a quick look, shall we, back here and see if I can find my JPs. They'll be in here somewhere, I know they will. And yeah, they will be in one of these issues, I'm sure. Let's have a quick look. Okay. Come on. There we are. Ooh. Blimey. O'Reilly. I bet they are JP screws without a shadow of a doubt. I can't see them being DP screws, because there is a lot of JP screws, isn't there? So JP. Okay. Come here, JP screws. Okay, there we are. Okay, let's just see if anybody's brought them up in the chat. No, nobody's brought them up in the chat. So I'm going to say JP screws. So I'm just going to move that like that. Anyway, I'm just going to put a couple in. So let's see how they're going, shall we? Just to save me trying to remember. Come on, open up. JP screws. Pop in there. Okay, pop them in there. Right, screwdriver. Okay. All right. And before I put any of these in, I want to look and check that they're all in the right place, and they all are. They all are in the right place. So just to hold it in place, let's get a couple of JP inside here, which will hopefully hold it in place. And by goodness me, they are right of them screws. Yes, they are. Okay, well then the top ones be JP then. Won't you that? Possibly so, possibly so. Right, let's get that lined up. I'll put that JP in that side if I can. Is it going to go in? No, it's not quite lined up. I'll have to go around that side of the table. I know I've got it on my lazy Susan, but I've got it trapped at the minute, so it doesn't go very far. Okay. Don't want it swinging round while I'm trying to work on it, do I? Okay, yeah, and after that. So, pop in there, JP screw, please. Is it going to go? There we are. It's got that JP in there. Okay, so let me check the stanchions again, and I can tell you that one has popped out, and it's the very end one. So that's nice and easy. It's this one here. So if it's popped out there, it just pops out. In fact, it's a little bit short. So I need to push that down, get my hand in and what have you, push it down and then try and get a JP in somewhere here to hold it. Okay, should be easier. Well, it should be easier. I could pick up one JP and not 10 of them. Right, okay. Let's have a look, shall we then? Try and get that lined up and pop a JP in. And hopefully that'll keep it in the right position. Hopefully. Yes, it has. Yep. And the rest of them are all in nicely and snugly. Okay, so we'll need to put some screws in the top here. Okay, to weld that. And again, you can get your fingers in there and you can support it from under there whilst you pop them screws in so that it holds together. And simply, you do that for the last bit of the build as well. And that is Alex Demetrius's idea. So well done, Alex, for telling us that, mate. Very, very, very helpful indeed. And I will be using this method all the time, without a shadow of a doubt, because it is so good. There's no metal frame in the way. There's no windows in the way. You can actually get the electrics on. You can get the sides on. Come on that way again. You can actually do whatever you want on here, and as long as you keep checking your pearls until you get the roof built completely, there should be no problem. It should go together just like that, or just like that, one or the other. So I've got my temporary screws in holding that down in position. I'm going to check again that they're all in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 of them in already, and there's only 9 of them. So another 2 for the back bit then. So what do we want now then? We want the back, don't we? Okay. Let me go back to chat for a minute. We'll have a quick look at chat. So, where is the chat? Goodness me. Yeah, Alex Demetrius says, Dave, they are JP. Yeah. Yeah, you know when you get one of them blank mind moments where you can't remember the JP, DP, or whatever there was. But yeah, as I was finding them, I was thinking, yeah, I bet the JPs. Thank you for that, Alex. So yeah, so that's them. So now let's work on the back one. I've noticed that I've put the wires in here temporarily, and what I'm going to do now is move the wires down the side of the bus and just tape that to the side of the bus so that they're out the way. I don't want them wires being trapped in here, you see. So I'm just going to re-stick them to the side. Don't worry about your wires for now because they'll be okay once we get this roof sorted. There'll be some more wires to go on as well. Okay, so what we've got here then is one at the back here. I don't know whether you can see that. Let me move the camera a little bit. Probably see it now. Yeah, I think so. So we've got one here, which is the silver one on this back plate here, and then you've got one there and one there, so you've got 3 altogether. So another 2 silver ones in the tape. I'll take them out with tape, we don't need that any longer, and we'll put these silver ones in there so that we know where they go. Again, support the bottom, twist it, push down, and support the bottom, twist it and push down on that one. Okay. Right, okay, so point of order then here is that down this side here in this issue, we have got a rail, a handrail. And we're going to have to put that handrail in before we put the roof on. Okay, so I'm going to look at the next issue, open up all the packet and cut some more adverts and go from there. So just bear with me a moment. I'll get the next packet and see what we can do about putting some bits and pieces in there, such as the handrail and then the roof panel. So yeah, and I've got the next one just here. Okay, because I have all the 12 packs of the ROUTEMASTER now for this blue one. So you have to excuse all the rattling and what have you until I get this open. Where's my knife gone? There it is. I'll use my knife instead of my scissors. Okay. Let's see where we can go from here, shall we? Okay, so gently tip them out onto your work surface because you've got lots of bits and pieces on here. Probably lots more JP screws as well. Okay, make sure you've got everything out your plastic container, which I have. Okay, and then we'll see what we've got. So we've got a roof panel, we've got some CP screws, we've got some IP screws, we've got some more stickers and some more stickers for the light lenses. Sorry, the lights. We've got some BP screws in silver, and we've got some DP screws. Okay, and we've got a light lens. Sorry, we've got a mirrored lens. Just get these all out the back. Okay, so we've got 2 light lenses. Okay, so there should be 2 light lenses popped in there. We've got 3 handrail holders, 1, 2, 3 handrail holders, and that's correct. We've got a mirror. Okay, now it's obviously I've got my mucky fingerprints on this mirror. We've got the inside of a mirror. So here's looking at you, kid, and all that. So, and we've got the handrails and the mirror back in, and the handrails for in here. So I'm just going to open this packet up, see if I can get this handrail out, and see if we can actually fit the handrail. Okay, before we do anything much else. That's why we got the silver BP screws, is that you need them for the handrail. So the lovely silver handrail. 2, 4, 6. 6 screws you're going to need in here, and that's just down here. So, and then that goes down the stairs, obviously, and pretty much connects with the rest of it. So, how are we going to do this then, guys? Well, I'm going to try and get that in without having the bus on its side, and then we'll go from there. So first of all, I want to just have a look around that corner, see if I can see the holes. Yeah, I can see all the holes. Okay, and then I need to open the BP screw bag up and put them in the screw tray. And then I may need to find my small screwdriver, I think. Let's put them in there for now. There's my small screwdriver. Okay, so basically that's the screwdriver that came with your build. The Agora one or the Horlix one. So you're going to need a small screwdriver, which is that one. Okay, so I've got that one. And I've got the other one that's a little bit wider, I think, which is that. Yep, same one. Okay, and then I'm going to try and put the handrail in, and see if we can get away with just putting the handrail in, I think. And we'll go from there. So let's pick up a screw, BP screw. Okay. See if I can do it from this way around. Probably not actually, because I'm obviously working against myself, aren't I? See if I can pop it in place. Put that lined up. Okay, hope you're all enjoying yourselves, watching me build and relaxing and having a nice cup of tea and just don't go snoring so much. You wake the missus up if you start snoring. I jest with you guys, honestly. I do jest with you. So if you want to go to sleep during my build, you go to sleep during my build. That's perfectly all right with me. So that'll pop in there. Let's get one started first, shall we, if we can. Okay. Please don't fall off the screwdriver. Okay, just nice and gently. See if it'll go through the hole. I don't want to stay on the screwdriver properly. I maybe shouldn't have put them handrails in, you know. Anyway, doesn't matter for now. Let's see where we're going with this screw. We'll just get it started. We can hopefully go from there. I can actually feel as though it's going in. Oh, that's my dog. My dog's really tired. He's going to sleep. No, I can't get the screw in like that. Right, okay. So, if my screw won't go in like that, we'll have to use another screwdriver like that one. So, another screw's in there. So let's take the screw out of there. Get it nicely on the end of the screwdriver, and then we'll try again. Come on. What was it, the headmaster used to say? Try, try, try again. And if you don't succeed, take your teeth out. Try and do it without laughing as well. Oh, we've got it lined up. Can we get the screw in? Will it pop in the hole? It just didn't want to go in the hole. Come on. Pushing me lazy Susan round. We've already pushed off the silver bit off there as well. So we're going to have to rebuild that up. Right, don't want to go in the hole. It just wants to wreck the joint, doesn't it? Right, let's pick up that silver thing there and pop it back in, shall we? Okay. And then let's pop that one back in there. In fact, I'll leave that one out for the time being. And I'll take that one out of the way. And then I'll frame a little bit. Right? Because if you don't frame a little bit, it won't go in, will it? So you've always got to frame a little bit. So if you can. The Carpet Monster's had me screw. So that's good, isn't it? Except for the DP one. It's okay. It's only one screw, don't worry. Okay. Let's try this again then, guys. Okay. Okay, yeah. Could even be a little bit of flash on there that's stopping that, you know. Anyway, we'll have a look. It'd be better if I could see round corners, wouldn't it? Hey? Aha! Can see round corners. There we go. Maybe it would go in now. So that might be seated in the right place now. So let's try that one for a change. See if it will go in that one. Oh, look at that. Yes, indeed. So let's get another one in. Just a case of lining it up properly and getting your screwing to go in properly. Yeah, indeed it is. See, I wasn't holding my tongue right, was I? So it wouldn't go in. But now I'm holding my tongue right, it goes in, isn't it? So that's what my dad used to say anyway. He says, you're not holding your tongue right. That's why it ain't going in. 3 in. And get another one in, and then there's only 2 to go then. Okay. Come on. In you go. In you go, nice and steady. Sorry if my head's in the way, but there's nothing I can do about that right now. I actually can't see the screen. That's going in. Yeah. That's in nicely. Okay, so there's only them 2 down there now. And that's going to be fun, isn't it? So, but we'll try. See what we can do. See if we can at least get one in down this way, then one in through the stairs. Okay. No, I'm going to have to come up through the stairs, I think. Or the back window. Yeah, maybe not the back window, I don't think. Let's have a look. Bring it up through there. See what angle of the dangle we're at there. Somewhere there. On in you go. Try again. Okay. You're going to go in? You don't want to go in. No, you don't want to go in. I can actually put that in when I turn the bus on its side, because that's how I do them 2 there. Right, okay, let's try and put this back together. Let's try and go for construction. Oh, we've got the roof bits to do yet, haven't we? So, put this bit in there, and that bit goes in there, I believe. Remember how it goes now? Yeah, that bit goes in there. And this bit connects to that bit there. Somewhere there. Like that. And then we've got that one down there. Yep. Yeah, I can get that other one from down the stairwell. So I remember now. Okay. That's in 3. Right, so back to the roof panel. We have got another piece of rail to go on, and that goes on down there. And I think I can actually get that from, yeah, I can, from the bottom window here. Yeah, I can. So I do know that goes around there. Yeah. Okay. Right, let's carry on with the construction of this roof then, shall we? So let's go for the 3 stanchion holders first, and they are DP screws. Okay, come on, DP screws, hurry, hurry, hurry. There we go. Okay, pop them in there. Oh, maybe it's not strong enough, that magnet on there. Let's magnetize it up. Okay, let's go for that. Yeah, let's go for a different screwdriver. Don't like that little one. I'll magnetize that one up in a bit. That's just sitting there properly. Alright. And put that in. Okay. Let's put that in there. I think my grip's getting worse as I'm getting older, you know. I think that's the problem. Can't seem to grip much nowadays. Get one of the jam jars from our local grocery store and can't get the lid off. And I used to be taking the lid off for everybody. When it comes to as old as old age, unfortunately. Right, where's the third one gone? Have I lost that as well? No, it's tucked under there. There we are, look. You thought it had disappeared and it hadn't. Okay. And one in there. Put that in there like that. Don't know if you can see me building or not, but hopefully you can see me. It's very difficult getting the bus and the building working all at the same time, just with one camera. And obviously the limited space that we've got on everything. So, okay, so that's got the 3 stanchion poles in. We need 2 light holders, and then we actually need some more adverts, don't we? So right, let's have these 2 light lamp holders in first. So goodness me, that's nice and tight, isn't that one? Just turn that around a little bit. Goodness me, that is tight. That is very tight. Okay, well, it's gone in. I ain't going to be dropping out in a hurry. What about this one then? Will this one go in the same? Yeah, it's pretty nice and tight, isn't that? So, yeah, I don't think there's any need to tape them, but we will. Because it does say so in the instructions, of course, that you have to tape them. So we will. Okay, that's 1, 2. And next one. Turn it around. Oops, got two strips here. And that one. Excuse me, and that one. So, well, it might be really cold outside, guys, but I'm nice and warm after doing this. So, yeah, I've warmed up immensely. Okay, before I go any further, I'm going to just look at the chat, and then I'll cut out a few more adverts. So, just bring up this chat. Goodness me. So, right, let's have a look and see where we was. Okay. So, people not chatting too much to save Dave's voice. Yeah, that's correct. Thank you for that, Peter. So, yeah, we've got David Bassett in the house. Good evening, Sir Dave, sir. Good evening. Ding, ding. There you are, David. Yeah, we're not chatting so much because I'm on my own and I'm doing a job of my own. And so, yeah, just having a go. Alex Demetrius says, Dave, you're doing a very good job. The upper deck ceiling, very well done, my friend. I salute you. No, I salute you too as well, Alex. Thank you ever so much. Yeah, you brought up the idea in the first place, so thank you. So Dave Builds says, I wish I had the money to buy this model. It's a lovely build. Yeah, you can do it over 24 months, 12 months, or buy the whole pack. Yeah, Agora Models are just trying to make it as easy as possible for everybody, but the way we are at the minute with everything going up and up and up in price, it's just making it even harder for people, isn't it? So yeah, I fully understand. I mean, yeah, there's things I'd love to do, but obviously I'm not going to be able to. So yeah, okay. And yeah, I'm not saying good evening to everybody because you're all saying good evening to everybody in the chat, and that's to save my voice, as Peter said. And obviously you're chatting to one another there. So Deary says, reverse that, Dave. My missus does the snoring, laughing out loud. Yeah. So, and says, I'm sure Geordie is sleeping somewhere. I think he's working actually tonight. Yeah, he's working, his Geordie Dave. So, yeah, bless his cotton socks. Yeah, he'll be popping into my chat a bit later on, I think. So, and yeah, I think that's all I'm going to bring up for now, and then I'll look at some of the other chats a bit later. So whether like the top of the next stairs and poster had light from the stairwell. Yes, you could do. So I'm not going to hide the light from the stairwell, but I think what you're meaning, Horlix, is that one that's round there. So that needs that the light blade from round there is terrible, and I will tell people about that a little bit later. So my mum says, great show, well done. Okay, thanks, mum. Not done yet. I'm going to carry on for about at least another half an hour or so, maybe an hour, and yeah. So, and Horlix says, I think YouTube have done an update. It may fix itself in time. Okay, right. Okay, let's hope so. So, and yeah. So I'm going to carry on if you don't mind, and then I'm going to see where we go from there. Okay, right. Where's my cup of tea? I am dry as a bone. I am. Okay, so right. So we've got that there, got that there. Double checking. We've got them on there. Them I can get from down there. That I can get from down there. Yep. Checked. Yep. Okay. So the light blade. Okay. So the light blade is from here. And this is from the stairwell light. Okay. And it does need really a bit of black tape putting over there. Just to stop the light bleed. Some of us have done different things to that. Some of us have put little bags or a newspaper over there. And in actual fact, oh yeah, what have I got? In actual fact, if I look very closely, I've actually got a paper. So what shall we have? We'll have the mirror, I think. So yeah, there's the mirror. So, and I can actually get at it from the back window. So I've got a newspaper in 1/12 scale, the mirror. So that could actually go in there and be taped in there with a bit of clear tape, or it can be glued in there with a bit of super glue, just to hide that that light blade from that one on the upper deck. So I may do that. I may unroll this newspaper a little bit and then pop it in at the side of the light and stick it in with a bit of super glue, just to make it look as though it's something over there, but it will actually then block the light. So yeah, that's what I think I'll do with that. So that's me 1/12, one of my 1/12 scale newspapers, and you can get them from eBay. They're all on eBay. And so what does it say on this one? Could it be tragic? Don't know what the headline's supposed to say on there, but it's the Daily Mirror, so it could be anything. So yeah, 1/12 scale newspaper tucked in there, and you'll hopefully hide the light bleed then. And then you'll just get the light shining on the stairs and not just down there. And we always placed a figure in this one from the old Archette days as well, with like a suitcase or something, and or a baggage of some sort, and that hid it as well. Right, let's crack on a little bit then. So this is the third roof bit. Oh, we haven't done the adverts, have we? Okay, thanks for reminding me, guys. So let's have a look. All I've got to do now is remember where I put them. Okay, you put them over here, Dave. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so I did. So let's have a look. So yeah, let's have something like don't get caught in the rushes and all that. Yeah, I think. Or the new bus fares. Yeah, new bus fares. And don't get caught in the bushes. Yes. Let's put that over there. Let's cut out these two. So you've got such a lot to do, guys. Such a lot to do on it. I tell you what, it's so exciting. So I need my I love this build to bits. I absolutely, you can tell, can't you? So yeah, new bus fares, because this one is the Southend Transport Routemaster at the end of the day, so it will have new bus fares. So let's cut this one out. And I'm using a steel rule, a scalpel blade, and a cutting mat, obviously, and just cutting this out of the Peter Curtains adverts. And you can find the Peter Curtains adverts in my description of this video. You can find out how to contact him. Contact him only by email, and then he'll send you a price list and a list of available adverts. So all being well. So yeah, new bus fares. Let's have that one, because obviously there will be new bus fares. So this bus, let me just go into the bit of a history of this bus. This bus is VLT 172, and this was Southend Transport's last Routemaster. And it was actually their show bus as well. So it was a show bus that they used to take to various rallies and events. So yeah, let's put that one on there. Let's put another one on there then. And it ran until the 31st of December 1993, and that was its last day in operation. It was in their fleet, it was fleet number 102, and as I say, it was used as a show bus. So it used to go to the bus rallies and shows, and apparently it even won a couple of trophies here, there and everywhere when it went to a couple of shows, which was rather nice. And someone told me that it was called the Pride of Benfleet because they had all the buses named. So, but I don't know how true that was. So if anybody does know for a certainty, if it was the Pride of Benfleet, then I'd like to obviously put that name back on it. So I'm going to put that advert there. So that's nearly opposite that one. And then I've just decided I'm going to put one at the back here as well. So which one shall we have at the back? Shall we have a nice colourful upright sticker with a London Transport bus on in the pink there with a little... Yes, I think we'll have one of them going that way for a change. Yeah, unless we've got some big ones. No, that'll do. Don't want it to be over the top. So let's cut that one out. Okay. Yeah, the Pride of Benfleet, apparently. So, and obviously Benfleet is part of the Southend there, where it used to run in Essex. And so that's why they called it the Pride of Benfleet. I'm going to put two on that side. On the back there, on the back inner dome. I know there's one on the front inner dome that says Southend Transport, upstairs and downstairs, but this one's going to show like its origins in a way of London Transport. So this one's going to go that side. Okay, like that. And then we'll have one the other side as well. What shall we have? Yeah, a secure and interesting job, I think. Yeah, for bus drivers. Secure and interesting job. Yeah. Don't know about secure. And I don't know about interesting, especially nowadays. So, okay, let's put that down there and cut down there. Okay, and then cut down that side. And then we've got it cut out then, ready to tape on. Okay. So, a secure and interesting job, it says. Become a bus driver. Yeah. Been there, done that. Not again. Okay. So there's one on there and one on there. So that's got them 4 all stuck down now, lovely. Let me put them stickers away so they're not in the way. Let me put my knife safely under there, out of the way. Get a nice slurp of my tea. And then we'll look at putting this roof on with the remaining 3 stanchions. 1, 2, 3. Okay. This could be a little bit more harder than the other one was, and especially with this stanchion not being very, very tight indeed. So I may have to put that in once the roof's on, because it isn't very stable, isn't that one at all? So let's see what happens, shall we? So they sit on top there. So, oh, that might be easier than what I thought, actually. So first of all, let's push that side out, get it all lined up or thereabouts, and then see if we can drop it down and see if we can get them actually to go into the holders or very, very closely into the holders. Okay, there's 1 out, 2 out. So I think it needs to go that way just a tidgy bit. A tidgy bit. What's a tidgy bit? A little bit. Come on. Come on. Just over a little bit, please. So it's going. It's going. Well, I thought it was going. That's 1. Okay. Let's do this one. Okay. Now enough, will that drop down now? Gently, Bentley. Get it somewhere near. Get them somewhere near. Let's see if they'll pop in. And just have a look and see if they are actually in. No, the 2 back ones have popped out. Okay. Just going to knock my light off for a second because that's right in my eyes. And doesn't help when you're trying to put these little stanchions in the holes. There we go. Is that one light now? Is it in? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think that's in. Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, that's in. Okay, put the light back on then. And find some JP screws, will we? Just to put a couple in around the outside edge. Okay, just to hold it in position. So I'm going to try and get one in there. Okay. And try and get one in the other side. Okay, what time is it? An hour and a half we've done so far. That's not bad, I suppose. Yeah. Okay, to the 13 of you still watching, thank you ever so much. At least I haven't bored you to tears, so thank you. Okay, so what we've got there then? That one's in, that one's in, yeah, that's in, that one's in, yeah, let's just check it, yeah, that one's in, yeah, that one's in, yeah, that one's in, yeah, that one's in, yeah, and that one's in. They're all in. Okay, so we've got some connecting screws to pop in here at the top there. Was they IP screws? I think they must have been, weren't they? IP screws, perhaps. I think that was because it was a little bit longer, aren't they? So, okay, come on. Let's get them out of the packet. I'm just going by how many there is. So, do we have 7? 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. 5. So that will be right. They will be IP screws. Yeah, and I put JPs in the front, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Doesn't it? Okay. Now don't get me on accents. Don't want to be doing accents. I don't like it when I do accents. Yorkshireman doing the Scottishman's accent? No. It's got that. That's it there, perfect. Yeah, they're in. So there's only these outside ones, which I will do at another date, because obviously I've nipped it in now. It's not going anywhere. Let's put a couple more in, shall we? Here, there, and everywhere. Okay, just to make sure that it doesn't go anywhere. Yeah. We don't want it to go anywhere. I don't think it will, mate, but... Why do you think we might need another one? Okay, there, okay, there. Let's do one at the other side. Probably where the joint is. Yeah, probably. Okay. Yeah, let's go in there. Perfect. Okay, just hold it all together then. Yeah. Double, triple check that you've still got the stanchions in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. They're all in. Okay. So that is the job done for the roof or thereabouts. So what's next? Well, you have the electrics to go in here for the upper deck roof. And the bulbs actually sit into these holders all the way along, all the way around. Okay, and then we tape the wires up and trail the wires from over the back end here, and they go eventually down to the circuit board. So where's the wires? Where's the issue for that then? Okay. I'll have to look back on my thing here for these here. So this is the issue. So I'm going to actually open this. Oh, I've got it open already. Didn't think it was open, but it is. Okay. And we've just got to take these lights out. I think why I opened it was that I had to take off the cable. I checked that the cable was there. So we've got the backlight ones in there. We've got the 2 LEDs there. And we have, the backlights, brake lights, 2 LEDs there. And then we've got this one, which is, goodness me, let's turn that one around. What's that say? That's a G cable, yeah. Okay. Let's turn this one around. We've got the N cable. And did I take the N cable off it, the extension? I think I must have done. Let's have a look, shall we? And let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. Let's open this up carefully if we can. It's gripping on now. So that goes to the front. Okay. I do believe that this one goes to this side. So I'm trying to get that done. It's not wanting to play ball. There we are. Just undo. 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 So right, let's just place these where we think they're going to go. And they don't go there, so that one must go that side. 1, 2, yep. 1, 2, 3, yeah. So we start off then by pushing these into the holes. So push the LEDs into the holes. Make sure you're getting this bar the right way around. Oops, get in there. And then that one wants to go in there. So 1, hop in, 2, and 3. Come on. And then across the front, and then the other side. Coming around 1, 2, 3, and then the next one. 1 and 2. Okay. And then you've got your wire at the back here. So which is an end cable, and you've actually got a extension to this end cable as well. So apart from that's not in this pack, and that's because I've actually moved it for safekeeping to put on the other part of the pack, so that I can not stretch this wire. I can join the wire up later on before I put the framework on. Okay, that might not make much sense to you if you're not building the model, but if you're building the model, the framework actually traps the wire. So, and it actually makes the wire a lot shorter, and it's not quite long enough to go down to the circuit board with the framework in the way. So you need the little extension, which is an N cable. Okay, this one, this side actually connects to this N cable right down here on that side, which we will do just to be out of the way, so that it's connected, and I know where that one's going to go. And then this bar, this green bar that you've got here, just bend that towards the roof of the bus. Okay, so it like sits more or less in this rail here. So bend that down, bend it down, all 3 places on that one, and then 3 places on this one. Okay, so bend it down and inwards, bend it down and inwards, and then tape your wire, which is this one here, and the one at the front there. Tape your wire with some good old tape. So let me find some tape. I've got you some yellow tape so you can see it. And I'm just going to use a bit of tape here, there, and everywhere. So make sure that it's not snagged on anything, and then just simply tape it down so it doesn't go anywhere. And same on this side. So I'm just going to tape down so it's not in anybody's way. And then the same at the front there. So the way I want to pull in back a little bit, and then taping up at the front in a similar fashion to what I've just done there. So not sure what you can see actually. You might be able to see now. Yeah. So a similar fashion to that. So, and what you'll know is that you've got screw holes here where the frame actually fits the roof. So be prepared to actually move this wire and flatten it out as well. So that's actually raised up as this bit. So yeah, by flattening it out, I mean flatten the wire out. Instead of one wire being stood on top of another one, let them sit side by side. Which can make it flatter for your frame to sit on the roof here. Then you've got the 2 wires at the back end of the bus. Oh, goodness me, let's move that along again. Let's knock the light out. You might be able to see. So, and so you've got the 2 wires. You've got one there, and you've got this one here, and this one here can come right off that edge, round about there somewhere. And again, it can be taped for now until you can put the framework on. Okay, so I'm just gonna tape that down. Again, making the wire flattish on the corner there, and then at the other side as well, just to make that flat. Okay, but you might have to move some of these depending on where your framework goes. So your metal framework. Okay. What have we got now? So I'm just going to have a quick look at this chat, see if I need to bring anything up on the chat. So Gillian Dot says it's looking really good. A big thumbs up. Thank you, Gillian. And stopped a few weeks ago. So David Bassett says the stairwell light should shine down over the lower deck of the rear platform. The rear bus had a sloping panel where the bulb is currently on the model. Yes, I do know that, David, and I'm not going to alter this model to do that because I think personally it's a bit too much work with the other things that I'm doing with the model as well. So yeah, I'm going to leave it as it is, I think. So Pete says Peter Ketton's fantastic adverts for inside the bus. Yes, I've got all them inside the bus. And Dave McBill says he's going to say goodnight. So Dave, and I'm doing a grand job on the bus. Night all in chat. So good night, Dave. Yeah, thanks for joining. And yeah, I think that's about it for now that I'm going to bring up. So Peter Webster says I'm going to go now, Dave, and all in chat, keep warm and safe until the next time. Good night. So good night, Peter. Take care now, and thanks for joining. Okay, and I'm going to do a little bit more building before I do anything else. I'm just going to have a quick look back on the chat. Okay, right, so let's have another look then, shall we? Just have another slab of my drink. I've got a drink here, so. It's only juice, guys, honestly. So let's put that over there. Let's see if that's too bright or not. Okay, so what we're going to do now then. So we've got them electrics up there. The other electrics I will put on the board at a later date because these are downstairs electrics. Okay. So I'll put them to one side for now. And I'm going to look at what we have to do next before we do much else. So what do we have to do next? Well, we get given the roof metal bits next, and there's one there and there's one there. So on these roof metal bits are the framework for the roof, and I can fit them, but I have to put them together. I'm conscious of the time now. Is it 20 to 10? Yeah, so I'm conscious of the time, and I think I've done enough for tonight. So the next time around then, guys, I will put these two issues together and I will put them on the bus, and then we'll go a little bit further with this bus. But I do want to show you something before I do go. Okay, because I did say I would show you something before I went. And just to show you a little progress over what we've done on some of the bits and pieces for the bus. And blow me down, I can't find the bits now. There they are. Blow me down with a feather. There we are. So, okay, we're not far off actually putting the front of the bus together, the front upper deck windows and what have you. So here are some pre-painted parts that I've done earlier. Okay, these were painted quite a while ago. So the bus that we're doing, it will be in the oldest livery of Southend Transport, and that is, it will have white window bars on the upper deck. So this is part of the upper deck. The destination blind, sorry, goes that way. Okay, and pushes into the frame like that, and then this goes behind the window like that, and makes up the window like that. But has anybody recognized anything different about this? Yeah, well, I can tell you now without you looking, is that the top here it has no sliding windows in the front because VLT 172 didn't have sliding windows, drop-down sliding windows. It had solid windows. So we've filed out the runners of each side, and we're just going to put plain glass in each side, and that will just make up the front end of the bus. And hopefully, I think that's shiny enough. Yeah, it's glosses that's on these. So this is the Verkenwiz white, I think they called it, something like that. It's a German colour. So, and Verkenwiz, and yeah, as I said, it's a German colour is the white, and it's not actually. There is so many shades of white. It's ridiculous. There's about 30 or 40 shades of white. So, unbelievably so. There's Old English white and New English white and Snow White and goodness knows what. So, but this is, I think they call it Verkenwiz. So, and that's the version of white that they used on these ROUTEMASTERs. So, yeah. So that'll be the upper deck front windows and the destination blind. Of course, around here there will be a red stripe, a thin red stripe going right around the bottom of the windows here, and then down here there will be a blue stripe just to break it up, and then above here the roof tin work, that will all be blue. So that will be the old style colours. Then the bottom deck panels, they'll be blue. The bottom deck windows will be white. Around the bottom will be blue, and that's where you get your lovely colour scheme from, building up in layers of different colours to make it special as a Southend Transport ROUTEMASTER. And as I say, this will have no drop-down windows because the rail one didn't have. And that was a suggestion from Mark, actually. He said, well, you could make it even better by making it not have drop-down windows. So I said, yeah, no problem. And that's what we did. So we decided to file a couple of bits out here, there and everywhere and find some clear glass to go in these. And yeah, so that's what she'll have. She'll have clear upper deck blank windows without sliders. So yeah, that's a little bit of progress for you. That we haven't shown before, I think. So, right, I am going to put that on there, and I'm going to say before I actually put the metal bars on, I'm going to put the mirror on, and there's the mirror. Okay, I'm going to put the mirror on, the handrail on that goes up the stairs, and I'll put them other two screws in the handrail before I actually build this metal bit on here. So I'll do that all before next time. So it gives you a little bit more progress as to where we're going from here. And I can tell you after that, then we're on to the metal sides, and they all want painting. So yeah, I can tell you that there is going to be quite an awful lot of painting to do. I've got to sort out the destination blinds, which are still pending. I've got to sort out several other little bits and pieces, but hopefully they'll be sorted out before much longer. And yeah, we'll come back with some big progress next time, all being well, in the new year. So for this build, unless I do an update on the 18th, yeah, we'll have to decide on that one. Okay, well, I think I've rabbited on enough now, and I'm gonna change my camera. Come back on camera. Come on, camera. There we go. I'm going to come back on camera, and that light's shining in that, isn't it? Now, so yeah, shining in that, isn't it? Yeah. Goodness me. So, yeah, for those of you who have not noticed, but yeah, I have a nice picture up there of London Transport buses from 1829 onwards, and then I have obviously the Spitmaster there as well. So okay, I think I'm done and dusted for the time being. Okay, so what's coming next then? So next week we will be doing on Monday, hopefully, the Disney Dolls house. So you'll have to watch out in the schedule. It will be in the schedule if it's there. So that'll be tomorrow night at 7 p.m. if it's going ahead. Okay. If not, it will be 7 p.m. on Tuesday evening for the Eddie Stobbard. But if there's no issues, then that won't go ahead neither. So obviously you'll have to keep a lookout on the schedule. So I'm sorry about that you have to look at the schedule and what have you. So yes, there will be the Disney Dolls House tomorrow night at 7 p.m. I've just had confirmation from Crafty Chris there. And all I can do is thank you ever so much for joining me tonight. Sorry that the chat's not been ongoing, but I've actually tried to give my lovely hosts some time off tonight and let them just sit and watch and enjoy the show more than anything else. And yeah, it's about time I gave them something back because they do work hard for me as well. So thank you very much, guys. So if you want this bus, pop along to the description below. But if you don't want to pop along to the description below, have a look at agoramodels.com or email them at customerservices@agoramodels.com. And agoramodels.com, it's the RouteMaster RM857, except this one is a one-off. There will not be another one like this one. So this will be the Southend RouteMaster VLT 172, and as I say, it will be a absolute one-off RouteMaster to do. So yeah, agoramodels.com, and that's where you get it from, and you can buy that actually the whole pack. So I'm not sure if it would be posted before Christmas or not, but you can actually buy the whole pack, and there is 121 issues in the whole pack, 121 stages. So, and you can buy the packs. So you could buy a starter pack with 4 or 6 packs in them. You could buy them at 24 months. So once a month at 24 months or once a month at 12 months. So, but there is lots and lots of other models on their website. So pop along there to agoramodels.com and have a look at there. Okay. We've got some Facebook pages, and have a look at these Facebook pages down here now. So you've got Build the RouteMaster 112 scale. You've got Miniature Buses 112 scale and larger. You've got Build the Eddie Stobbard 112 scale truck, Twiggy in brackets. You've got my own Facebook page, YouTube page, which is DS Models and Vintage. We've got Hachette Titanic 1 to 200 scale. We've got the Northern Model Builders and Crafters. We've got Build the Disney Hachette Dolls House, and we've got the Northern Model Builders, or the NMB, Build the VW camper van, or Volkswagen camper van. We've got Build the Valentino Rossi's motorcycle, and yeah, there's plenty on there to satisfy everyone's taste. So that's on all the Facebook groups. Okay, and I'm going to pop them banners off now, if I can, and go back to my brand. Just pop back to my comments, and I'm going to say, right, okay, so I'm tired out, guys, so I'm going to actually end the stream. I'm going to say thank you ever so much for joining me tonight, and yeah, that's got some more done at this blue RouteMaster, and yeah, I'm looking forward to cracking on with that now. As you know, the red one's all done, dusted and finished, and so we can crack on now with other projects as well. So yeah, lovely. I'm really looking forward to getting deeply into this more, especially with the paint. So, and as I say, I might be experimenting with some paint as well, as to whether I can actually do some painting in my workshop or not. So see if I can get it warm enough. Okay, so I think I've rabbled on enough for tonight, and all I've got to do is thank you guys for coming along. Please leave me a nice good thumbs up, and we'll see you next time around. Hopefully we'll see you sometime this week, because it'll be the Northern Model Builders, I think, on Wednesday this week, and my next Sunday show will be the last one until after Christmas. So it's a good night from me. God bless. Take care now, and we'll see you all soon. So good night. Take care now.